this time everything is fine. Yeah, so this time everything is fine. It was not even going to YouTube, so I think this time stream will start. And I didn't did many things. All of you pinged suddenly, and I came to know that it is good that a lot of people, a lot of you are here and seeing it. It really feel nice that all of you were waiting for me, and nothing much was done. I just created it. Okay, and thank you all for joining again. And as always, the attendance will be given at the end. Attendance will be given at the end. Okay, so yeah, so now I think now I am also seeing on my YouTube also, on my mobile, that I generally see on my mobile that whether it is showing or not. So it's showing perfectly. So what I've done, what I just did, just created a grid folder. And as I've told, we are going to learn grid, and just I was doing this only. So I've done this much only. And as usual, I will have some thing like what we did in Flexbox. So as I have told, grid is more powerful than Flexbox, and it will take 2 days to complete. And I also tell the next part to take for all of you. Okay, so that is there. Okay, so this all is the item. 10 items are there. And again, we are going to before. Yeah, so then we are going to link the css style.css, and here I'm going to use flex here. Okay, so I'm going to have this common style sheet which you all can get. It's just a common style sheet to have everything at the center. Just we have in Flexbox also. Like I have this and open with live server. I will do, and I don't know where it opened. Yeah, so let me open Firefox Developer Edition. Hi, thank you all for joining again. Okay, so that's good. Oh, it's okay, so it is showing like this. Okay, so it is showing like this, and everything is centered, but everything is coming one after the another. Okay, so it is like this. So now we will start with the grid. So for grid also, like the Flexbox, it is given on the parent, so it will always be given on the parent, like Flexbox. So the parent is a container. So I come here and I'll go dot container, and I'll do display of grid. I'll give. Okay, display of grid I'll give. And then if I go back, nothing's happened. Just like I gave the display of flex box. If I give display of flex, as we've seen earlier, the moment I give display flex, everything will move like that. But display of grid doesn't change anything. And grid is not unidirectional, but it is bi-direction. That's what anything changes, because we can control the row also and column also. That's why I like it more than flexbox. In flexbox, what happens, it is only row, one direction. Then we change the flex direction, row or column. Then it depends upon, it works like that. Okay, so it is not like this. Okay, display grid I'll do, and I can control the column also, and I can control the row also. So grid template column I'll do, and this repeat we are going to learn repeat later on. Grid template column, and it is 200 px and 500 px I'm going to do, and I will save it and see. A 200 pixel column and a 500 pixel column will be created. 200 pixel and 500 pixel column will be created. Okay, so this is like this. Okay, then so this is known as grid template column. Similarly to that, we have control over the row also. So I will do grid template row. Grid template row, I can control that also, and I can control that with like 200 pixel, 100 pixel, and 300 pixel. So I'll save it. See, now the rows are also there: 200 pixel, 100 pixel, and 300 pixel. So these two were extra, so they were created like this. And they have some padding around it, so this is like that. Okay, so grid template rows. Okay, so after this we can give a gap also. Like there is a gap property, gap of 5 px I'll do, and gap of 5 px. So a little bit of gap will also be created. Okay, so that is there. So now what we are going to do, we are going to learn about one more thing. Okay, so before going forward, I should tell one thing. See, grid is there is a special tool. So every browser have some special tools. There for Chrome have some special, Firefox have some special, but this is a special browser. This browser is known as not, this is not a Firefox browser I'm using. This browser is known as Firefox Developer Edition. So it is a Firefox Developer Edition browser. So just Google it and you can means where about Firefox. Yeah, it is Firefox Developer Edition. It is known as Firefox Developer Edition. So search under Google and download this browser because this has got some special features which even the normal Firefox doesn't have, and that has got some grid features it has got. Okay, so we'll see how to see those grid features. See the grid feature I can see here also. So when I right click and inspect, it opens the developer tool in any browser. So here also it will open, but it has something known as grid. So you're seeing this grid thing. So this is only here only. And if I come to the container, it is showing me it is as a grid. And I'm seeing this line numbers and all these things I'm seeing, and I have this access to this. I'll click here and see. The moment I click here, I will have access to this. Okay, and then I can see all the grid lines. But why I'm seeing the grid lines here? So there is a reason. Hello all. So there is a reason for which I'm seeing this grid line, and that reason is that there are two type of tracks. As I've told, we have taken this your there are two type of tracks. One is known as implicit track and one is known as explicit track. Okay, so everything is okay. Let me make it a bit smaller, 100. I will able to see it 100. 50 and maybe it is 200. Save it. So see what is happening here. As I've told you, 7 and 9 they were created automatically, means there were no rows left for them. A rows is only 100 pixel, 500 pixel and 200 pixel. There was no rows left for them. So what is happening here? So there were no rows left for them. So how to see them, means what are they? So they are known as implicit tracks and they are known as explicit track. If you look closely, this is a bit different and this is a bit different. This lines, dash lines are different, so these are known as grid lines. Okay, and I have given this thing here, then only the grid lines are shown. So how to see them? So for that, what I need to do, I have to increase the browser size. So let's see. These are known as explicit tracks. See, dash, dash, dash. All these things are dash, like dash. So they are known as explicit track. If I come down, this is dot, 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 dot. This is known as implicit track. So this is known as implicit tracks because they were created by themselves. So I'm telling this because we can control the implicit track also in a way. So the implicit tracks which are created automatically, so they are like this, means whatever some padding was there. So but we can control them also. So how we can control them? There is a property known as grid auto row. So I will do that. Grid auto rows. Grid auto rows I will give, and I will give it 150 px. I will give. Save it. So see now grid auto rows, see this 7 and this row is now 150 px. So this is how we can control it. Okay, so this is how we control it. Okay, so this is done now. Okay, so now we are going to learn about the sizing of the tracks. Okay, so there is a special thing in grid which is known as FR, and we're going to learn about it. And as always, means what I'm going to do, I'm going to create another file so that you can have all of this. Practicing with your teaching now, right? Is practicing with you now, teaching right now, and is it used now? I don't okay, not getting what you're asking. So Shekhar, yeah, practice with me. And this is, as I've told, this is a bit theoretical part, but this is very important. Then I have told you the best way to learn CSS is to create something. I've given you one assignment also, and when I was doing the float, I've also told you to create one site. Okay, and during this I have told you to do that Flexbox zombies game, and I have told you to go through front end mentor challenges, do that front end mentor challenges. And here also I will tell you, after grade, go to front end mentor challenges. First see through my site. through my YouTube channel some front-end mentor challenge, then do it on your own. So that is how you learn CSS. No other way is there. First, have the concept very deeply into you. Have the know the concepts in a deep way. Go through my videos, know the concept, and then go through front-end mentor challenges. That is the only way to learn CSS. Okay, no other way. It is to practice. Okay, so that's about it. And now what I'm going to do, okay, okay, now we are going to create another file, so I'll close it anyways, and grid to VS Code, yeah, index.html, style.css, CSS grid 2, and here this time I'll have more items. Okay, so I will have some 15 items I'll have this time, so a bit of more items. So let me have that, save it, and the styles will be same only. I have to link it also, link, I like it at flex, save it. Now open with live server, so it will open. So see there are more items are there, so there are 15 items are there. Okay, so the more items are there, and now we'll start. Okay, and as usual we have this container, so we'll have this container, come here, dot container, and then I will do display of grid, and I will have a bit of more gap of 20 pixel, and GTC grid template column. I will have 25%, 25%, 25%, and 25%. I'll have like this. Okay, grid template column of 25%. Save it. Now go. See, it is not a correct way to give the sizing. See, the last one is getting cut because I have some gap also. So gap of 20 pixel, it is not 100%. 100% plus this 20 pixel gap is, so it is not a perfect way to give it. So we will not use this way. Okay, so we'll use a different way. So I'll come back here, and I will remove it and make it as 200 pixel and 150 pixel, and here I will make a border also, border 5 px solid black. I'll give, save it. So see, it will show like this. Okay, so there is a special unit in grid, only in grid, not even in Flexbox, which is known as FR, which is known as free row. So after this, see this thing, see there is a lot of empty space here. After this there is a lot of empty space because I have given only 200 pixel and 150 pixel. So if I give it as 1 FR, which is free row, see what will happen. So all the empty space has been taken by the next one, all the empty space, so all the empty space, all the empty space, all the empty space, this is known as free row. Whatever the empty space is there, it will be taken by that. Okay, so if with fr I have done like this, then if I do it as 2fr, then what will happen? 2fr, if I do, see, then 2fr, so 2fr, what happens, 1fr and 2fr, see, always this much empty space was there. So now one is 1fr, one is 2fr. So there it will, what the grid will do, it will divide it into three parts. The one which has a 2fr, it will be given two times, and one which will have 1fr, it will be given one part. So 1:3 it will get 2:3. So it is like that. So 1fr, 2fr. So fr is means how the empty space will be divided among yourself, among themselves. So it is like this. So that is done. And if I, instead of this 1fr and 2fr, if I do auto like this, auto, save it. So see, auto means whatever the space is there, it will take according to that. Auto, okay, auto will, it will take according to that. Okay, but that also means that maybe this fourth one I will change it to my name, Bindu, save it. So it will take that. And one more thing, great specialty is there, all the this your column, it change accordingly. So this is bigger, so this all will also be bigger. Let me revert it back, save it, and 4 I have done. So now we'll learn about a concept of repeat. So repeat, you will be seeing that it was coming every time. So what is this repeat? Repeat is a short form. Okay, repeat is a short form. So suppose there is one fr, and I again have one more one fr like this. So two 1frs are there. So instead of writing it like this, I can do a shortcut which is known as repeat 2 times 1fr. Just I'll give this, and it will mean the same thing. Okay, so it can be used in a lot of other ways also. So like this, I will move this inside. And what does it means? Repeat 2 1fr 2fr. So it means repeat 2 times 1fr 2fr. So means it 2 times, it is 1fr 2fr 1fr 2fr. 4 rows, 4 columns will be created like this. So this is like this 1fr and all these things. Okay, so this is done. And okay, so and one more thing means this is my time to give the attendance sheet, and there was a 15-minute delay, but we'll cover up because there is not that much, means we'll cover up. So but tomorrow we'll complete it. So let me give the attendance sheet also, because mark your attendance here. So mark your attendance here. Okay, so that is done. Okay, so now we will learn about the sizing of grid items. There are some sizing properties are there, we'll learn about them. Okay, so for that, again I'm going to use a new one so that I can give the GitHub and all. So I'll give the GitHub on the last day, some zip file only I will get, because people don't understand how GitHub works. So I'll give a zip file attached to maybe the last one, and I will make a, means I will add it on a zip file and give it in the last day. Okay, so that is done. And I'll come here, and new folder is grid 3 VS Code, grid 3. Okay, index.html. Hello, hello, yeah, someone is telling me hello, hello amazing traders. Okay, thank you. Okay, so CSS grid 3 I'll do, and this time I'll have some more items. Okay, this time I'll have some more items. Let me have those. So some more items I have, and I have this item property also. So that is there. Thanks. Link I'll give, and style.css is there. Then style.css I'll come, and I will make it flex. Save it, and let me open it with live server. Okay, so this has got a lot of things. So like this 30, it has got like 30. So a lot of them are there, and let us start. Okay, so now this container, I'll come and dot container as always, and display of grid, and then gap of 20 pixel, and GTC grid template column, and we are going to use a repeat now. And repeat, there is one important thing. See, there should not be any gap here, or else it gives error. So it should be always like this. So I don't know, VS Code gives this thing. So 5 comma 1 FR. So 5 rows, 5 columns will be created, each of 1 FR. Okay, each of 1 FR will be created. Save it and see. If I go back, so it will be shown like this. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to learn about span, a span thing which we are going to learn. So suppose it's item 9, I'm going to target, and then dot item 9 I'm going to target, and background I will do as misty rose. Okay, then I'll do a width of maybe 500 pixel. Width of 500 pixel I'll do. So see, the width is of 500 pixels, so it is taking this 500 pixel, but then all of the other columns are also changing. I don't want it like this. Sometimes we want it like this, but a lot of time we don't want it like this. I don't want the other things to be changed. So there is a span properties there which is very popular, in which we can get rid of this thing. Instead of giving the width, I will give as grid column as span of 2, span of 2. Save it. So see, now it has got given me a span of 2. So this is 2 times it is, and the 10th one has gone down. So if you are okay with this, then only you should use the span thing. Span, it has gone down. So this is how it works. Okay, so this is one way. And similar to this, I have something known as row also. So we can give the row also. Grid column is like this, and I can do grid row also of span 2. I can give, save it, and now it has gone to the row also. So this is how we can control. So still we have not even come to the justify content. So justify content also, all those things are there in grid also. Grid is actually more powerful even without those. Okay, so then I will come to means anything, means maybe item 16 I'll do. Item 16 I'll do, and background is like maybe, yes, some yellow green I will do. Yellow green is a good color. Yellow green. And now one more thing I want to do, I want to open that our grid thing, and grid thing we open by, I will come here, click here, and then I will click here, this, and this will show me the lines which I want to see. So all of these things are here, and it gives me the grid numbers also. So these numbers are also given. So I'll come here, item 16 I'll do, and I'll do grid column start, grid column start, and I'll do 2, and grid column, and I'll give 6. So it means start from the second one, 16 one, start from the second grid and till the 6. So, so this number you are seeing. So this number are the grid columns. So that's why I told to use Firefox Developer Edition only. So all these things comes in Firefox Developer Edition only. Starting from 2, ending till the 6th one. So it is done like that. And then uh, we can add a lot of things here. Means there are other ways to do this, do the same thing. So I will comment this out. And the other ways are like I can merge them, like grid column, and I can do 2 dash 6 like this, 2 to 6. So these two things I merged. This again means the same thing. Okay, so again I can do one more thing, like here I'll come and grid column I'll do, and here 2 span 4 I'll do, and span 4 is done. Okay, span 4 is done. So this is like this. Okay, so after this there is one more thing. So I will do the item, the item 17 I'll do. item 17 and background sienna and grid column is 1 to minus 1. 1 to minus 1 I'll do 1 to minus 1. See 1 to, why it is showing me like this. Okay, because I have not given it writing. N. Okay, grid column 1 to minus 1. So 1 to minus 1 will extend it completely. Why? See, the first one is called 1, which we are seeing. The last one is 6, but last one is also known as minus 1. So it is also showing that last one is also known as minus 1. So it will go till the end. Okay, so similarly, minus 1 is, it is showing what is minus 1, and then dot item 18 is there. I'll do, and background is light coral, maybe whatever is there, and I can do it minus 2. So minus 2 it is not showing, but minus 2 means the second last one. So minus 2 means the second last one. So it is going till here. So this is all about this lining, and let us do the last one here, and dot item 20 and background is linen, and we'll do both of them. Grid column is 1 to minus 3. Anything we can do, 1 to minus 3 also I can do, and grid row is 8 to 10. Okay, so like this, and if I go back, so it is showing like this. So it is showing like this, and so this is coming good, and we will actually end the grid here only today, and we'll see the rest of the grid tomorrow. And again, I will tell one more thing. See, how do someone ask very good question, and again it was Shom Shekhar who asked, so how to practice and all. So again, the practicing thing is that I have again another game also, just like I gave the flex work zombies. So there is something known as grid garden. So grid garden is there. Practice this game, practice through this game. This is a very good game also to learn grid. So practice this game, grid garden, and practice here. And I have given the attendance form. Those who don't fill the attendance form, please fill the attendance form. And okay, let me mark it also. So please fill the attendance form. Those who have not filled it, please fill it. So one way is to do this grid garden, and another way is to do this frontendmentors.io. This is an amazing site, frontendmentors.io. Go to challenges, and then go here, because you're starting, go to newbies and do all the newbies challenge. So because you can do it with CSS Flexbox also and Grid also. So right now, after tomorrow, you can do it with Grid also. And my personal favorite is Grid. My personal favorite is not Flexbox, although I use a mix of both of them. Flexbox is very small, so you can use Flexbox and Grid together also, and that is what I do. Means if I want to have everything from left to right, I do display Flex. Most of the time I use Grid only, because Grid you can control the column and the rows both, so and create columns of different length and all those things. So all these things are not that much tough. You will do it, and how to do it, and what to do it, how to start, how to get the thinking right. So that thinking is also there. So for that, you have to come to my YouTube channel, and I have given this yesterday also, YouTube channel, and start doing some of them. Okay, start doing some of them. Okay, and then, so please do subscribe to my channel if you have not done it. So it does help me to produce more videos, and I am daily producing videos and all. Okay, so playlist, I have front end mentor playlist also, somewhere. No, I think I've given it yesterday. So anyways, you come to my channel, and if you type front And so you'll see these front-end mentor challenges are there, and you can start with them. And I have started it a lot of time back. Okay, so this is the playlist. I got the playlist. So there are a lot of sites which are built. So you will get the thinking how to do that. Okay, so this is their front end mentor playlist. Okay, recommended playlist is there. So you go through this playlist and you can create a lot of sites. Okay, a lot of sites you can know how to do this front end mentor and all, and then you can practice on your own. So not all of this you do it from there. Do some of them from there and then practice on your own. Go to this site. You know the process how it is there. That they give us a JPG file and through that we can do. So this is all the practice which you need to do. And as always. Keep attending my live streams, and as I am giving you all an opportunity to get there are 2 seats to my free to my boot camp worth 15,000 if you get the most number of points. And the details are there in the internship details. There is a thing, and that comes with the internship also, 2 months of training and 2 months of internship. So with this, and internship will also be paid. Okay, so with this I'll end today's stream. There were some glitches today, and I know that glitches. And thank you all for staying, and thank you all for coming back. Means it is really awesome that I see all the people who always come back, like Mohit and all people, Mohit, Somsekhar, Prasanna Kumar, Said Hussain, all these people came back, and thank you for that. Thank you for supporting me, and please do subscribe to my channel and tell to your friends if they are not there. If you want them to come to my WhatsApp group, just give me their number. I will add them. Okay, and thank you. I'll end today.